Good morning, all of you. I hope so that you all are fine over there. So, children, today we will be starting chapter of history, and the name of the chapter is History and its Importance. Okay, let's first come to the main topic, that why dates are important in history. We all know that in history, so many important dates are there, like 15 August 1947. We all know this date is very important. The reason behind that India, your own country, got independence from the clutches of the Britishers on this date. Okay, so like 15th August 1947, so many other dates like 26 January 1950, okay, and so on. Many dates are there in Indian history. Now, why the dates are important? The reason behind this is that we generally associate a very important or a particular event which happened on that date. Okay, so a date becomes important as a particular event occurred on that particular date. That is why the date is important. As I told you people right now that 15th August 1947, this date is important. The reason behind this is that on this date our own country India got independence from the clutches of the Britishers. Okay, so dates are very important as they are associated with some or the other particular event. Now, you people should know that when history is basically written, then that time history is divided into different periods, into different chapters, and on the basis of dates, it is periodized. Now, what is the meaning of periodization? First, understand this. Periodization is basically the division of the history into different periods by the historians so as to highlight the characteristics of a particular period. Okay, so basically this periodization, it is the division of the history into different periods, and this division of history into different periods, it is done by the famous historians. And why they are doing the periodization? Simply they are doing the periodization to highlight the important characteristic of a particular period. Okay, so that there was a very famous person, his name was James Mill. He was basically a Scottish political philosopher. What he did, he divided history into three periods, and the name of the three periods were Hindu, Muslim, and Britishers. The historians, they basically criticize this way also because they didn't like that the division of the periods, that the division of the history should be done on the basis of the religion. That's why he got criticized, but still he got famous because of his division of history into three periods, as I said, Hindu, Muslim, and British. Okay, so after this famous Scottish political philosopher James Mill, other historians also came. They also tried to divide the history into three basic periods, and according to them, the three periods were ancient, medieval, and modern. Ancient is the old period, medieval means the middle period, and modern, which is the latest period which is going on. Okay, now let's come to the next topic, that is colonization. Now, you know that the Britishers, they basically came as the East India Company towards India, and you know that during the earlier time, India was given the name Golden Bird, right? Okay, so these Britishers, they got attracted towards India. Why they got attracted? Because India was very much rich in the high quality cotton and silk. And not only the high quality cotton and silk, India was quite rich in the various spices, like cloves were there, pepper were there, cardamom, cinnamon, so many different types of spices were there, in which India was quite rich. Okay, so the Britishers, they came to India in the form of East India Company, and basically they came to trade with India. Okay, basically their main motive was to do the trade with India. So their main motive was to extract the wealth from India. They just wanted to serve their purpose of draining the wealth, draining the money from India. Okay, they wanted to take away the raw materials at low prices, and they wanted to sell back the same goods at high prices. So what happened? They came to India as traders, and as you know, if one company, if one country is trying to conquer the other country, then obviously so many type of changes will be brought about in that under country. Okay, so the political, social, economic and cultural changes which are brought about by the subjugation, by the conquer of one country over the other is given the name colonization. As you know, the Britishers came to India, and as I said, they came to India in the form of East India Company. Okay, so starting as traders, they wanted to subjugate India, they wanted to conquer India, they wanted to control India. So, because of their coming, so many changes were brought in India, and these changes were not only just focused on the social, these were not only the social changes. Okay, so apart from the changes which were brought in the society, there were political changes also, there were cultural changes also, and there were economic changes also. So all these changes, social, political, economic and cultural, these changes which are basically brought by the control of one country over the another country is given the name colonization. Okay, now come to the next topic, sources of information. See, actually how we get the information, like we are discussing so many things. So definitely some sources would be there by which we got the information. Okay, so let's talk about that, which were the sources of information. The very important source was the official records which were kept by the Britishers. Yes, the Britishers, you must know that they were very particular in keeping the handwritten records. They used to maintain the proper records, and they believed that each and every policy, each and every direction plan was properly written together, written clearly. So that's why they used to keep the written records, and from those official records only we got to know about so many sources of information. Okay, so the documents were properly written, and there were writing experts, and the names of the writing experts were calligraphists. They used to write the proper records, and those records were properly catalogued. There were offices were there. Okay, in those offices the records were properly kept, and from those official records only we got to know so many points, we got to know so much information about which we are discussing right now. Okay, now see, actually these official records, they were very much helpful in telling about, not only about the changes which were brought, they were very much helpful in knowing about the daily life of the common people also. So this way, these sources of information were actually the official records which were kept by the Britishers. Okay, proper surveys were also done during that time, just to know that what was happening in the different parts of the country. This is why the history which we people are discussing, it's really very important. And why it's important? Because of the dates only, and these dates basically tell us that which event took place at a particular date. Okay, so let's quickly recapitulate what we have discussed. We discussed that dates are very important in history. Okay, then the historians are there which basically do the periodization, that is division of history into different periods. Just to highlight the main characteristics of a particular period is given the name periodization. James Mill, a Scottish political philosopher, he divided history into three periods, that is Hindu, Muslim and British. Similarly, other historians, they also tried to divide history into different periods like ancient, medieval and modern. Then the social, political, economic and cultural changes brought about by the subjugation of one country over the another is given the name colonization. And the last topic, that the Britishers, they were very much particular in maintaining the official written records. Okay, so these records only, they serve as the source of information for us, and this way we got to know so much information about them. And they were written experts, right, who were given the name calligraphist. They used to properly write down the record, and these records were basically kept safe in their offices. Okay, So that's all about the chapter which we discussed right now. I hope so the chapter must be clear to each and everyone. For any query, you can contact me later on. So till then, take care of yourselves. Goodbye. Stay home and stay safe, all of you.